to Let's Play Kingdom Come Deliverance on Hardcore mode. We are on part 46. We are going to go ahead and start the next DLC. We have finished the K-Pod DLC and the Ratai Tournament DLC. And we're mostly finished with the Privy Slavitz DLC. We got that DLC to a point where we can just kind of wait it out. So yeah. Speaking of waiting,
Only bandits creep around him.
I'm gonna wait an hour, do some hunting because I need some food. Kind of curious how the drying shed at the bakery works. And then we'll get out of here and start the next DLC, which I think I'm gonna do Radzig's DLC, which is it's like Band of Brothers or something. I don't exactly remember what it's called. So I should be able to just go out into the woods and find a rabbit somewhere. I went off in. So I left this way. If I keep going, I'll eventually get a boar hunting spot. I'd rather just find a rabbit first. Oh, there we go.
At him!
Good job, Dougie.
That's a good... That's my boy.
Alright, let me get food off of the rabbit so I can give you some. Puppy?
Look what I've got. You'll love...
There you go. It's a good puppy. Alright. One second. Sorry. is going to last a lot longer now. was another tip of somebody. This is the one we want. Cool. Shield seems interesting. Defense 150, defense 133. Okay, it's not as good as this. This is definitely the best bow. Looks like we got a judgment to make. Hey, Andre, how's it going? That's good. You're hungry. I'm not super hungry, but I am about to do another judgment. Let's see what's gonna go on here.
Master Bailiff, this can't go on.
Oh, you've got yourself all worked up. Is there a problem?
I should say so. Things have been quiet for so long we've rested on our laurels. But the enemy never sleeps.
What do you mean?
I mean, there's still vermin in these woods. The two-legged kind. There's humans wandering around like they own the place. There's not enough men in the garrison. They're falling asleep on duty. All it takes is for some band of cutthroats to come back looking for some stash they've buried here, and we're done for.
You reckon we need more men? But where would I find them?
Sir, we can manage without a few woodcutters or farmhands, but men-at-arms are essential. Give me a few men, and I'll make soldiers of them.
We already have a, frickin', whatchamacallit? We already have a guardhouse. So I don't understand why you need more men. But I probably could spare people because I'm not going to build anything anytime soon. I also don't think I need to cut down any more trees. Fine. Have both.
You're right. I'll let you have a few woodcutters and labourers.
Thank you, sir. That's a wise decision.
Okay. I still want to talk to Adam. There's Adam. What's up, buddy?
God's good health to you.
How you like it here?
How are you doing?
Trade is booming. Hard work makes people thirsty, and there's plenty of hard work in these parts. You know, it's the first time since all those terrible things happened that I feel like I belong somewhere. Thank you, Henry. Good luck, then.
Cool. Alright, before I leave, I'm gonna sell some stuff to Cornelius.
I'm glad.
How do you like it here?
I won't lie, it's a shithole. But we'll do something about that, right? See you later.
Okay. Oh wow, this guy's got a lot of money. I don't need this. Is he gonna accept this, or is he gonna get pissed? Let's find out. I'm the bailiff selling stolen goods. Setting such a good example.
Do you want me to get in?
Ah, he didn't want it. Okay. I'll sell everything except that then. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. This. Okay.
Can we do something about the price?
Well, we can try it.
Agree?
We're getting... See now?
Okay. I want to talk to the Swordmaster also before I leave. I haven't talked to him yet. I want to make sure everyone's getting on well. Mr. Fink.
Good God! You look terrible. Did someone attack you?
How are you getting on here, Master Swordsmith?
I'd completely forgotten how pleasant it is to work in a village. I don't miss the stink of the town drains, that I can tell you. Take care.
Is there a special sword here? Here's Herod's sword. I think this is the special sword. All kinds of blacksmith's kits. Shop guard standing right here. Looks like Fink found himself a wife. How nice for him. I do want to get this. Can I buy it from him?
See you later.
It's expensive. Those are pricey. What is this? Leather chanfron? Dang. This guy's loaded up. I don't really want to buy it from him. I'd rather just steal it. Stealing it is going to be tricky, though. I'm about to find out how good my equipment and sneak skill is.
Got belly. That's nasty.
Well, I never.
Bring it!
Is someone there?
Okay. It is not that good. Does he see me if I knock out Fink? Don't really have anything on. Oh, he's got the trunk key on him though. I'll take that. Guard still hasn't noticed what I'm doing. Okay, I can get the sword from out of here. Tusk. That's a real one. All kinds of good stuff in here. I don't know what these are. I'm gonna take them all. Wow, your shop card is not very good, dude. Okay. Got this. Move that to the horse. Move that to the horse too. 58. 75. 72. Yeah, this is the best sword, it looks like. Okay. Put that on it. Cool. I'm gonna wait an hour. See what happens. Curious for what happens when and if this guy wakes up. If I get away with that.
I'm glad.
You're glad to see me. Okay.
See you later.
Cool, so I got away with it. Sweet. How much money do I have? 6,000. I'm still gonna wait to build stuff. One second. You're gonna have to send an email right quick.
Yeah.
Back to your tide. Basically need to forget about Privy Slavitz for a little bit. Give it time to build up some money so I can finish building the rat house in the church. One of the problems with leaving Privy Slavitz on hardcore mode is I'm not consistent with the direction I leave. So when I get out of the forest, I actually have no idea where I am. I'm just following the path. I think I'm going the right way. But if you keep following the path, eventually you'll come to a town or the edge of the map, and then you'll know where you are. So. Here's a windmill. Okay, I'm next to Ujits. That's where I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do I get to rotate from here? Make sure I'm oriented properly. Alright, I got some landmarks now, the church, the tavern. I'm in Ujits. So I went this way. This was the windmill I was next to. I left Privy Slavitz going east. Church, tavern, so I leave to the south. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Andre, you're hungry. Is it breakfast your time? Or is it lunch your time? What do you think you're gonna munch on? Plenty of fighting, the DLC I'm about to start.
Yeah.
I always forget where the path up here is. Okay, I think I'm on it. I'm on it. Go, go, go. Alright, we made it back to Retail. Gonna have a chat with some folks. Really just with Radzik. Let's get the scene started. Daddy.
Good to see you, lad. Sir Hanush told me you won his tourney. Good job, Henry.
I won it a few times, actually.
Father, can I ask you about something?
Of course, Henry.
I thought since we drove Toth out of the province, things would be better. I mean, that the roads would be safer and so on, and, well, that's not entirely the case.
Ah, the naivety of youth. Driving him out of the province was only the start. He left a lot of cutthroats behind, and they'll be sticking to their trade. What's more, as long as there's a war going on, problems like this will keep coming up.
Well, what can we do about it?
Not an awful lot, unfortunately. My garrison is a shamble these days. I lost most of my men in Skalitz, and what I'm left with after Pribyslavitz is hardly enough even to guard Pigstein. Let alone guarding the roads and patrolling the rest of the province. I simply don't have the men.
Uh-huh. I understand.
That is, I didn't have the men. As it happens, you've come at just the right time. Recently, I asked an old acquaintance for help. Sir Kuno of Rickwald and his mercenary band. The men who ride with him are a rough lot, mostly former convicts, but they're as capable as any squad of soldiers.
Well, excuse me for being so bold, but there's plenty of mercenaries around. Surely you can find a more respectable band?
You have a point, lad, but I'd like to tell you I talked to Kuno because I trust him. But actually my reasons are of a more pragmatic nature. You see, Kuno owes me a favor, so he'll serve me free of charge.
So, you want me to join them?
Yes, but that's not all. I told Kuno I'd send him a guide, but really what I need is for someone to keep a close eye on him and his men. Someone reliable. And I'd say you fit the part. Go and report to him at his encampment. You'll ride with his band on patrols and make sure they don't get too disorderly.
Who is this Sir Kuno of Rickwald?
He's the last baron of the House of Rickwald, which became impoverished. So he took to the mercenary trade, like many poor noblemen do, unless they become robbers, which often isn't all that different. He's certainly an entertaining companion, but as a mercenary, well, let's just say he has his own particular approach to certain matters.
That sounds a little worrying.
Oh, it's nothing too bad. Just that now and again he needs reminding not to step over the line.
How is he indebted to you?
I did him quite a big service, actually. I saved him from the hangman.
Oh, that sounds like quite a story. How did it happen?
You should ask him. You'll be spending quite a while riding together, so it'll help pass the time. But one thing I can tell you, he seems to have taken inspiration from me. A lot of his men had their own encounters with the executioner too.
All right. I'll go and report to him.
Obviously gonna do
Excellent. He set up camp between Ratai and Ledechko. It's a good base for covering the province. Good luck, Henry. And watch out for yourself.
I will, sir. Thanks.
Farewell.
Okay.
Look out.
Save the game, and I will be right back. Okay. Sorry. I really have to poop.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go to these fools. So there's somewhere between Rote and Ledetchko, which means there's somewhere over here. Right there. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a left here. And that should put us close enough to check it out. I think. It might not. Let me double check. Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah.
We found it.
I'll be with you. I'm looking for Sakuno. Sakuno? Baron Rickvold. Isn't this his camp?
You won't get nothing out of him. You must be Radzig's man. I heard he was supposed to send someone.
Yes, Sir Radzig sent me as a guide. I'm Henry.
I'm Jakey. And this here fella, we call the Stone.
I can see why. What's up with him? Cat got his tongue?
No, more like the dog got it. The executioner's dog. When the executioner ripped it out of him. Anyway, you better come along with
Okay.
me. I'll introduce you to the other fellas. And the chief.
So we got a quirky group of misfits
These here are the Bearman brothers. Petter and Jan. They're a barrel of laughs. Except when they're too drunk to string two words together. Like now. Don't get on the wrong side of them, though. When their blood is up, well, it ain't a pretty sight.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, I'm sure.
Never mind the fancy poses, Stefan. You're trying to kill the fucker, not teach him how to dance. And you, Dangler, stand your ground. Don't let him lead you round by the nose.
Sir? Yes, sir. This is Henry. From Lord Kobler.
Ah, it's about time Radzig got round to this. We need someone who knows their way around these parts. Leave off with the bowing and curtsy. We don't hold with that tomfoolery here. Jakey! Where the hell are you sneaking off to? Go to the farm and get water. The lads are thirsty.
But I went last time.
And you'll go next time, you ungrateful pup. Get your ass moving.
Put them into shape.
You pull them out of a pile of shit. And they thank you with back talk. Where were we? Oh yeah. We need a guide who knows these parts. So I hope I can rely on you, Herman.
It's Henry.
Right. As I said to Radzig, I want to carry any dead weight. We could find ourselves in some very tight situations where every sword counts.
I know how to handle a sword, all right?
I've heard a lot of fellas say that. They still ended up on the wrong end of one. We'll find out. Stefan, take a break. Dangler, let's find out what Harold here can do.
Sure. Keeps getting my name wrong.
It's no problem, Chief.
Okay.
Alla dopperdella! God! You horse-son!
GG.
You didn't fare badly at all, I must say. You can ride with us.
All right, good. Thanks.
Don't thank me yet. You don't know what you're letting yourself in for.
Sir Kuno, can you tell me something about yourself?
Drop the sir. That title brought me nothing but grief. But what do you want to know?
Sir Radzig told me the Rickvold family lost its wealth. How did that happen?
There's all sorts of ways to become impoverished. Nothing easier. Especially when your father's a fool. And your mother's mad as a bat.
Oh.
It's a long and twisted story. We took our name from Rickval Castle. But that actually belonged to the convent of the Poor Clares in Tynitz. And my father only leased it. You see, he knew the abbess there since they were young. Knew her very well. There was even talk that she only joined the order because her family wouldn't let her marry him. Anyway, whether he was fucking her right there in the convent, or he just took a lot of interest in scripture, he spent an awful lot of time in Tynitz.
Oh, you might have been after a bit of both.
Sinning and confessing all in one place. Well, I can see the convenience of it. Anyway, my mother never had strong nerves. Truth be told, her sanity was always shaky. Pa's escapades drove her cuckoo entirely. Then, one frosty December morning, I was woken by screaming and smoke. I looked out the window. I saw my mother there, in the courtyard, wreathed in flames. Behind her, the stables, the farm buildings and the tower were burning too. And she just stood there, shrieking with laughter.
Christ, that sounds like a scene straight out of hell.
Hellish it was, I can tell you. Me and my sister Adela and a few servants managed to get out before the whole place went up. I couldn't get to my father. Or my little brother. Poor lad was only 7. My sister and I were left destitute after the fire. Then my cousin, Adam of Drevich, took us into his castle. A few weeks later, he offered to buy what was left of our estates and sell me a small fortress near a Kovnik. It was a great relief. We suddenly had some hope of a future again. So I told my sister about it. And it was the biggest mistake of my life. A week later, the two of them announced to me they were getting married. And all that was left of our estates, lands, woods, villages, Adela was to get it all as a dowry.
But surely that was for you to decide. You were the head of the family, right?
Aye. Only I barely had 17 years under my belt, and I'd just lost everything. Of course, I argued with them, and that was the only excuse they needed to kick me out of Drevich too.
That's pretty harsh.
You're telling me. But I'm not complaining. As my pa always used to say, if you can turn your hand to something, you'll never be lost. I doubt it ever crossed his mind how often I'd remember those words.
So
It's all...
Oh.
It's a lot... You see... Anyway.
Well...
Not my old man. He cursed like a tanner's hand. More than once, he threatened to take a whip to our parish priest. Anyway, my mother... Hell, my sister... A few weeks... It was a week... But... Aye. You're telling...
What about your debt to Sir Radzig? How did that come about?
A twist of fate, lad. I was fighting in the hostilities between the House of Schallenberg and the town of Colleen. Some trade dispute it was. And I fought under the Schallenberg colours. In the end, the two sides negotiated a truce. And I rode to Colleen with a delegation that was to parley there. We stopped off at an inn on the way. And it was there that I met Radzig Kobyla. I could tell at first sight he was a man after my own heart. A likeable rogue with a sharp mind and a merry soul. We spent the whole night drinking together and talking, and in the morning we set off together with sore heads, but in good temper, since he was travelling the Colleen same as I was. Only, once we reached the city gates, they arrested me on the spot. Seems the burghers had it in for me, since I'd been making their lives hell for a good 6 months. On the other hand, I was a member of the peace delegation, so by rights, they shouldn't have even looked at me sideways. And then it hit me why Radzig was there. Colleen is a royal city, so he was there to represent the king's interests.
I see. So he was on the other side.
That's right. Anyway, they threw me in a dungeon, and a few days later, word reached me that the Schallenbergs had reached an agreement with the burghers. Only part of the deal was they would give them my head. And I'd surely have ended my days swinging from the town battlements if it hadn't been for Radzig. He liked me, and he could see it was a dirty trick, so he somehow squared things with the city council.
Lucky for you.
Indeed. I owe my life to Radzig, and I'll never forget it. He's asked me twice before for help. This is the third time, and how could I refuse him?
I'd like to ask about your men.
Ask away.
What about the fellow they called Dangler?
I've never ridden with a better man, I can tell you. He doesn't say a lot, but for that, he listens all the better. Nothing escapes him.
So he scouts for you?
Not just that. It's happened more than once. I was closing a deal with someone, and Dangler told me after that he didn't like the smell of the fella nearly every time he was right. And the fellow tried to stab me in the back afterwards.
Interesting.
Those Behrman brothers are quite a pair.
Indeed they are. There's no more mercy in them than in, well, a bear. If I told them to skewer you on the spot, they'd do it, without batting an eyelid.
Jesus.
Okay.
Oh, aye. They'd argue first about which one of them got to do the job. But they're as obedient as a huntsman's dogs. Real soldiers. A pair of them. Reliable. As long as they don't get too drunk. Then there's no keeping them under control. But nobody's perfect.
What can you tell me about Stefan?
Fletching. For one thing, he's a very resourceful fellow.
How did he come to join your band?
Well, let's just say he was in the right place at the right time. You'll find he has quite a knack for that.
What exactly happened?
Sorry, I'd love to tell you the whole story, but I'd be betraying his trust.
Well, now you've got me curious. Maybe I should ask him myself.
Sure, why not? Our Fletch does love to converse.
What about that dumb one? How did he end up with you?
The stone? Oh, he just kind of tagged along.
Just like that?
Aye, just like that. We were riding from Olomouc to a castle past Kladsko, when we ran into him and some other wayfarers camping along the way. You know how it goes. We made acquaintance with them, had a drink or two. Then we travelled on together. After all, there's safety in numbers.
I'm not sure I'd be thinking that if I ran into you lot on the road.
We might have done some things I ain't proud of. But wayfarers are sacred even for me. Anyway, our fellow travellers dropped off along the way. One in Mohelnitz, one in Schoenberg, and the rest in Kladsko. Except for the stone. He stuck with us the whole way. The fellas kept asking him what he was after. But of course he never said a word. When we were approaching Barsdorf, I ordered the men to get rid of him. I had some business at the castle, and I didn't want any strangers sticking their noses in. Stefan tried to tell him nicely, but he just sat there, staring like he was turned to stone. That's when we gave him the name. Then the Behrman brothers tried to get him off his horse. He booted Jan in the face and knocked him out cold. Then he jumped down and felled Petter with one punch. A man who can do that is a man you want on your side. So we kept him.
Weren't you worried about having a stranger in your band? Especially one who didn't talk.
No, I figured if he can't talk, he can't tell. Besides, I've had worse.
What about Jakey?
Jakey, that boy will be the death of me. You've got to be tough on him, or he's good for nothing. But I'm fond of him, in a way.
Like a son?
I wouldn't go that far. But I've no family of my own. And unlike those other cutthroats, he seems to me like a good lad.
Well, you're pretty hard on him now. And the others keep him on his toes, too.
The boy needs a firm hand. I was like him once, and I got the same too. If we let him be, we'd end up with a third bear man. And who'd want that?
True. 2 is more than enough. Should we ride out?
Aye, we ought to set out on patrol about now. Hope you've got your kit ready and whatnot. I'd like to head to the north. Is there anything interesting that way?
North of here, Samapesh and Merhoyed are that way, and Talmberg is a bit further on. There's stables in Merhoyed.
I wouldn't mind paying a visit to those stables. We can go through there.
And from there?
From there, we'll follow our noses. Something interesting is sure to turn up. I feel it in my bones. Mount up and let's go.
Sure. Chief.
Okay. Got all our intros out of the way. Oh, and we get to fast travel. Lovely.
What a fine day, eh, brother?
Indeed, brother.
You know what I like best about days like this, Jan?
The scent of chamomile wafting from the hillsides.
Among other things.
Ah, like the rounded hills, rising, perky, all soft and pink in the sunlight.
And the fertile valley below, spreading wide and inviting.
Dew glistening in a mossy hollow.
The sweet aroma of honey in the air.
The sturdy poplar, standing tall and erect.
Aye, it reminds me of that day. That day when the two of us fucked Fletcher's ma.
Very droll. You'd make a stuffed bird laugh.
Your ma's a stuffed bird.
Jeez.
I stuffed her myself.
These guys are
I
laying
can't
into
smell
it.
any chamomile.
Well, men, how are things?
May I?
Yes, Fletch?
How shall I put it? I'm a little concerned about the prospects in these parts, Chief.
Oh, how's that?
I've been looking around and it don't bug me. It seems to me that we've been stuck for a long time in the arsehole of beyond.
It's not Paris, France, I'll grant you.
What I mean to say is, I haven't got any new kit or arrows since the day Jakey joined me. It makes me uneasy, Chief.
I see. What about the rest of you?
I don't know what Fletcher's moaning about. There's plenty of booze and loose wenches
I'm
nearby.
gonna stay in the
Not
middle
to
so I
mention
can listen
fools
to
in the
the
taverns.
dialogue.
We don't know when to stop rolling those dice.
Dangler?
It's the arsehole of beyond everywhere we go. It always makes me uneasy.
Jakey?
Fletch can complain. I was supposed to get a suit of armor, and all I got was a shitty kettle hat.
Sorry, but they don't do hauberks in girls' sizes.
Oh, well, how did you get yours then?
All right, I appreciate your honesty, lads. Don't worry, there will be plunder. We're here to fight, and to the victor the spoils. That's how it's always been, but no purse of silver will shed blood for you on the battlefield. That's what this company is for. And I hope you never forget the golden rule. You can joke all you want, moan all you want, but nothing will keep your skins in one piece better than trusting your leader, who you choose by your own free will. So don't ever forget that.
Amen.
Let's go! Behind me, and keep your eyes peeled.
time, fellas?
Groschen, hidden in a piss pot under the bed. A nice chunk of beef. No one there will be eating.
On account of it'd just fall out through the holes in their bellies, eh, brother?
My mouth is already watering, brother, and I ain't even touched the purse yet.
Once you get your hands on some loot, I'll be happy to play you for your hard-earned groschen.
Poor old Fletch. Never gets to see the action from close up.
What about you, Dangler? What do you expect to find?
Futility and human suffering, like always.
Always full of good cheer, eh, Dangler? Why don't you take a leaf out of Stone's book? Shut the fuck up.
Jesus, I wish you'd all shut the fuck up.
Keep your eyes peeled, though. There might be someone hiding out here still. Look for clues and question the survivors, if there are any.
Okay. Let's check out this farm that got burnt.
Still smouldering. Whoever torched it can't have got very far.
Groschen on that one. One more here. That makes...
Would you stop doing that?
You think I'll have any use for this stuff?
That's not the point. Robbing the dead isn't right.
Even though I've done
That's
it
what
before.
you say. I say it's all the fucking same to them. They're dead. And Prague Groschen are worthless in Lombardy. Never mind in the hereafter.
I'm telling you for the last time, stop it.
And I'm telling you for the last time, I see no reason why I should.
I want to fight him.
Because I'm fucking telling you to stop. Now go and do your job. Sir Radzig isn't paying you to loot corpses.
Now you've gone too far.
Ow!
Fuck. You butt.
I think I've got him. Well, should loot you, see how you like it. Doesn't look like I can. It's okay.
They turned the place over good and proper. Poor wretch.
Oh, they killed a doggy. Well, if that's not a clue, I don't know what is.
Kuno will want to know about this. No signs of resistance. They simply slaughtered them like animals. Looks like it happened fast. God almighty. They weren't even armed. Jesus Christ, what a massacre. What a pile of shit. I wonder if they found anything valuable at all.
I'm gonna read the message before I give it to Kuno. Know what this guy's doing. Oh, I can't talk to him. Unscrupulous, devoid of you abandon all honor when you perpetrated acts of cruelty and malevolence against me. I'm going to call you a cur for committing that which you certainly. I challenge you to face me in a duel, as befits it. Befits night from behind castle walls and defend your honor and that of your house, as behooves noble status. If you decline it, I will travel this land and truthfully make known to all that you are an ignominious wretch, unfit for the company of decent men. I shall have your shield nailed to the pillars. I swear before God that I act justly, bound by my family honor, and perpetrate against you only that which you deserve. My grievance is only against you. The longer you hide from me, the longer shall I maraud and plunder this province. Be it upon your own head. June 2nd, 1403, Sir Hagen Zool. Okay, and we got his shield. Defense 98. Defense 150. So this gives the shield. Is he still passed out? Yeah, he is. He'll probably be a little bit upset with me, but whatever. Should have listened to me when I told him to stop.
Kuno, your men are robbing the dead.
What did you expect, Henry? Old habits die hard. Most of the lads ain't had an easy life.
Well, try explaining that to Sir Radzig. You're acting in his name here, so he expects you to behave the same as his own people, with honor.
Steady on now. We don't have to drag Radzig into it. I'll have a word with them.
I found this shield in a shed along with a letter. Seems like someone left us a message.
Show me that. I know that crest. It's the House of Zool. A dangerous lot, God's truth. I don't think we'll find anything else here. We'll stay here a while, just in case. And you should go and report to Radzig what happened.
What do you know about these Zools?
A family of impoverished nobles. They fought in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia. But what they're after in Bohemia, I've no idea.
I thought I could go and search for those raiders. They might not have gotten very far yet.
All right. It's always good to have an extra pair of eyes. We'll keep searching here for a while, and then head back to the camp.
Okay.
Did you find any tracks?
Some, a horse or two. They rode off through the meadow towards dawn. They were avoiding the road, which is interesting.
Towards dawn?
Meaning towards the east. Apart from the mounted ones, there were some men on foot too. Well weighed down.
Oh, they can't move too fast then.
No, and what's more, they left a trail of blood. One or more of them might be wounded. Either that, or they dragged off some poor bastard from here.
Nice work. Thanks.
was at.
Poor creature. Hunted down like game.
I might have done that once before.
They went this way.
Okay. Oh yeah, we did.
Seems they met some resistance at the farm. Ugh, what a waste. Well, at least I know which way they went. There they are.
Found the raiders who attacked the farm. Deal with the raiders. I can do that. Why are you fighting by yourself, dog? Forrester's skill with this loadout is so nice. These guys cannot actually figure out where I'm shooting from. They actually see me. Wish I could aim better. I'm missing a lot of shots.
Answer to what?
Looks like they want to try and follow me any further. Dropped a few of them. So I've killed at least 5. Maybe 6. Headshot is what that was. I can jump over
Who's there? Hey, who's there? What's going on there? What's that? What the hell was that?
Really? Only 2 guys left? Fit his shield.
Hey, what's this here?
Cool. Got them all, looks like. Okay. Guess I'll go tell Kuno that I've tracked the raiders down and killed them all. And I'll go report to Ratsy. Talk to you? No. Can't talk to you. Can't talk to you. Where's Kuno? Here he is.
I tracked down those raiders.
You did? Well, nice work. So where are they?
Well, they were a short way off to the east, in the woods, dividing up their loot.
Were? They're gone now? Which way?
Down. To hell, where I sent them.
What? Jesus, Henry. Are you out of your mind?
No.
Well, I took advantage at the moment of surprise.
Christ above, I've met some mad bastards in my time, but... Alright. I'll send someone there to scout around. Meanwhile, you have a snoop around here and see if you can find anything interesting.
I already found the interesting thing, so I'm gonna go back and see Radzik. I'm like here. Yeah, and I went over there. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Once again, back to Rete.
Yeah.
This one will take long.
Yeah.
What do you get for that?
Path up. I just feel like I passed.
Yeah.
I definitely passed it. Come on. Come on. I'd like to be able to see. Okay, here we go. We found it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guess I'll go to sleep and then talk to Reds in the morning. Save. Should probably. I'll just eat in the morning. Alright, I need to eat something before I lose balanced diet from hunger. I think I have all this dried food. It's not gone bad yet. That should hold me over long enough to cook this awful over here. Go ahead and eat that since this will go bad quicker. Cheap wine's almost gone bad. There's rats again. Yeah, he's over here. Okay. Daddy.
Oi!
Where is my daddy?
Hey.
See my daddy? Hey, daddy, daddy-o.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
Sir, I'm afraid I have some bad news. We came across a burnt-out farm near Merhoyed.
Toth must have left some of his cronies behind.
Now, this is something else, sir. We found a shield there with a crest. A tricolour star on a blue field.
I know that coat of arms, unfortunately. It's the House of Zul.
There was a letter there, too.
Show it to me. Although I think I already know what it will say.
Here you are, sir.
Unscrupulous beast. Cruelty and malevolence. I challenge you to face me in a duel. Defend your honor. Antinomious wretch. Well, that's nice. Signed, Hagen Zul. As I expected, old grievances coming back to haunt me.
This Sir Hagen wants to challenge you to a duel.
Apparently, he still hopes I will agree to this kind of outmoded solution to disputes.
But surely you can't refuse a challenge to a duel. What about your honor?
Henry, my boy, honor is a splendid thing, and it should be held in high regard. But in time, you'll learn that some matters are not so straightforward.
Like this one?
Yes, like this one. The only reason Hagen is challenging me now is that he has a marked advantage. I've served as the royal hetman for the last 15 years and become a courtier. Hagen, meanwhile, was fighting in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia, and elsewhere as a mercenary. Which of us do you think would win a duel? That's not honor, but an abuse of honor. Commonplace opportunism. I don't blame him for trying, but I'm not such a fool as to play by his rules.
Okay.
What happened between you and Sir Hagen?
That's a long story.
Well, I'd like to hear the whole story, sir, if you wouldn't mind.
Very well. It began in the first year of King Wenceslas's reign. He sent me to resolve a dispute between the Zuls and a neighboring house. It concerned land boundaries. The Zuls had refused to accept the ruling of the land court. His Majesty's position was a little shaky after his coronation. So a decision was made in the royal court to take radical action against any dissent in the kingdom. Since the Zul family was defying the king, we were obliged to punish them. Harshly, as the circumstances demanded. The head of the family, Hagen's father, was hanged, their castle razed to the ground and their property confiscated.
So, they're out for vengeance. But you acted according to the law.
Would it were that simple, lad. I was young and didn't realize the repercussions it would bring. For one thing, the king didn't use it to strengthen his position. On the contrary, he took less and less interest in such affairs.
How come?
Because he realized things would eventually sort themselves out. He promoted me to royal hetman, leaving him to pursue other interests. Secondly, my actions essentially created another band of robbers. When you strip a nobleman of his property, you can't expect him to take to begging. And thirdly, I wasn't aware at the time that the other party to the dispute was distantly related to me. Naturally, that made it look like I was acting in self-interest. If I'd known what I know today, I'd have been a lot more circumspect.
What happened between...
That's...
Well, if I'm to know what I'm up against, I'll...
True. All right, in a nutshell. So, I hanged the head of the family. Ever since then, they've had it...
But you acted in...
Yes, although in retrospect it might seem...
What happened?
That...
Well, what are we going to do about this?
You and Kuno's band will just have to deal with Hagen and prevent further mayhem. The longer he's marauding around these parts, the greater the chances that I'll finally have to succumb to his conditions.
So you'd fight him, if it came to that?
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. But maybe there's something else behind this challenge. Maybe it's coin he's after.
Why don't I just accept the challenge on your behalf?
We'll deal with him, sir.
I'm sure you will, Henry.
Crush him easy.
I'd like to ask some...
Sure. Take care now.
Okay. Back and meet with Kuno. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
A bit of drinking. She's still sleeping. I was gonna take her on a date. But she's lazy.
Yeah.
Right out on the second mission.
Stefan,
What is he?
I'm curious.
You noticed I don't exactly fit in with this pack of felons and reprobates, huh? Unfortunately, you can't always choose your company, can you?
No, I suppose not. But how did you come to be with them?
Oh, well, I'd love to tell you, but Kuno insisted we keep that between the two of us.
Oh. But
really?
No, I don't think so. At least...
I used to live in a town before. Back there I was doing something very different. Although...
Actually, I haven't the foggiest idea.
Me? I'm an
maybe another time.
As you wish.
What do you think about this business with Hagen Zool?
I'd say you and Sir Radzig are very fortunate to have Kuno on the job. He's a master at handling such matters.
Is he? Why's that?
Dealing with bastards like Hagen Zool demands both courage and sharp wit. It's not a commonplace combination, but Kuno has both in abundance.
Can you tell me something?
What do you...
Why do they call you...
Because Kuno found me dangling on the end of a rope.
Ah. I see. So,
Nice.
He saved you from execution?
I wouldn't call it an execution exactly. At the time I was squire to the Lord of Buzitz. There was a proper knight for you. Full of ideals and honour. I looked up to him as a hero. Then in one skirmish he was killed, and the foe took me captive. They stood me on a shaky wooden cross with my hands tied behind my back and a noose around my neck. For amusement. Then they rode off laughing.
But how long were you stuck there?
I couldn't tell you. Hours, maybe days. In the end, everything started going black. I could feel the devil pulling me down by the legs.
Jesus. How on earth did you survive?
I didn't. When Kuno found me, he says I was dead as a doornail. They cut me down and took the rope off me. Then someone gave me a kick and I coughed and came back to life. Sort of.
What do you think about this business with Hagen Zool?
Hagen Zool? Who's that?
That robber baron who's been pillaging Sir Radzig's estate. Didn't Kuno tell you?
He did. But then he says a lot of things. Zool, Radzig, Sokol and Hinek of Kravan, Wenceslas, Sigismund. It all goes in one ear and out the other. What do I care? Ride somewhere, kill some fellas, have a drink and go to sleep. If you're lucky, it won't rain while you're at it. That's all.
This guy's got an interesting perspective.
Hey, mate!
What is it, Jake?
The stone wants to talk with you, if you can call it that.
What ring?
Ah, no one told you about it. Kuno gave us this ring. It's just a worthless bauble. But when we're at the tavern, so we steal the ring from each other and try to trick each other. Well, actually, just the other.
That sounds like a lot of fun. But I don't have the ring.
He probably wants you to steal it from someone. Since you're new,
All right. Hey, Jakey, can you tell me something about yourself?
Want to get matey, eh? Sure, Henry. What do you want to know?
How did you end up in Kuno's band?
Well, I used to be a baker's hand in Prague, but all the other fellas were always on my back, always swearing at me. Sometimes they even beat me up, took everything I had. To make a bit of coin, I started going to the tavern across the road, entertaining the rich gents with jokes, playing the fool. Sometimes someone would throw me a half-groschen. One time, Kuno turned up there, and I got to talking with him. When I told him all the shit I was getting at the bakery, he offered to take me with him.
I bet you were glad to get out of there.
Yeah, though it's not like they give me much peace here either. It's all,
Jakey, come here. Jakey, go there. Jakey, get that.
Well, surely you can't be any worse off here than in the bakery.
no. Only, at the bakery, the worst I ever got was a beating. It's not like my life was in danger. But here, when those Beerman brothers are drunk, I have to keep well out of sight.
How come they bullied you at the bakery? It's usually the shy ones bullies pick on. That's not exactly you.
Not now, maybe. I learned a thing or two since then.
Oh, come on, you shy? You just said you were playing the fool and telling jokes in the tavern.
All right, I'll tell you the truth. They picked on me because I'm an orphan. The parish priest of St. Apollinaire's in Prague found me as a baby in the church one winter's morning. I spent half my childhood in parish houses and half on the street.
I see. That must have been tough.
It still is tough, I can tell you that.
What do you think about this business with Hag and Zool?
Zool? Huh. I'd rather keep that to myself. But since you're the only one who's interested in my opinion, I'll tell you. I reckon Radzig's making a big mistake. I might not be grown up yet, but I've walked in these shoes long enough to know that asking a mercenary to do something for nothing is stupid.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Never mind. It's just a feeling I have. If Kuno heard me talking about it, he'd tan my hide.
All right, we'll drop it then.
Talk to the stone about the ring. I might pass out here in a second. Where is the stone? I don't know what tips say. Who's this? I already talked to you. Yeah, I had 2 cheap wines. Passing out. Where'd the stone guy go? It's over here, apparently. This is him. I don't think I can talk to him. I think I'm gonna pass out. Oh yeah, I'm passing out.
Jakey sent me to you. Something about a ring?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose you want me to get it from someone?
Mm-hmm.
Who has it? Jakey?
Mm-mm.
You mean Kuno?
Mm-mm.
Jan Berman?
Mm-mm.
Peter Berman?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I didn't quite... Is it Fletching?
Mm-mm.
Must be Dangler.
Does
then.
Dangler have it?
Mm.
All right. How should I get it?
Just shrugs. Dangler has the ring from Dangler. Let me go to sleep right quick. I'm really getting wasted. I wanted to talk to the Bear Brother people. Talk to them yet. I'm gonna save the game before I try to pickpocket Dangler. Looks like my bed is over here somewhere. There it is.
We could do with 2 or 3 more, right?
Sleep for an hour. Save the game.
Out for a stroll, and they see the rams in the fields jumping the sheep.
Kuno's gonna do that. I can play dice with him. Where's this ring at? Freaking go. It's back here. Got it. Interesting little thing that they have going on.
I got the ring from Dangler.
I should just keep it on me.
Yeah, well, I suppose there's not much more either of us can say about it. Yeah, thanks to you too.
Nice. Silence is golden in other myths. Can't exactly sit here, see if I can read this book. Book. Probably speech. Yeah, I've already leveled my speech up all the way, but I can study this to level up reading. It's funny that the guy who has no tongue gives you a book on speech. talk to King. Actually, maybe I can talk to Bear Brothers first.
Tell me something.
What do you want to know?
How did you and Jan end up with Kuno?
Me and my brother been riding with coinmen since we was little. This was just another mercenary band for us. But Kuno seemed like a decent kind of fellow who'd treat us fair.
What do you think about this business with Hagen Zul?
Well, I'm worried Kuno is underestimating Hagen. I was at the siege of Lansenbach with the both of them, so I know a thing or two about it. Hagen's got all these noble airs and graces. These knights that talk of honor and glory. Kuno reckons they're like lost lambs on the battlefield, and he's usually right. But that Hagen ain't no lamb. He's a cold-blooded killer, by all accounts.
Henry, come here.
What's it about?
Ah, Henry.
Maybe.
Let's not beat around the bush. I think the stone has had the ring long.
I'll help you.
I want to steal the ring from the stone while he's asleep. But that fell, and I've got a feeling you're the kind of man.
Sure.
Great. I knew I could count on you.
I've got that potion for you.
I hope not. Babies have a tendency to...
Okay. Where's the other Bearman brother at? This guy. This is the guy I beat up, I think.
Can you tell me?
Why not? I haven't been...
How did you end up in Kuno's band?
Ah, it's nothing new for me and my brother. We've been fighting for coins. Last time we rode with one Lombardian by the name of Kali.
What happened?
Nah, we just wanted to come back to Bohemia. You know how it is.
You and Petter seem very close.
As brothers should be, lad.
To tell the truth, I'd never have guessed the two of you came from the same mother.
Oh, we've got the same ma, all right. I ain't got no ma, and neither does he. And the same...
Oh.
We might be. We might not. A band of mercenaries found their leader took a shine to us for some reason. He took us away, and a few years later, he was killed in Saxony. The band fell apart, but we joined another.
So you two know...
A normal life. We ride from one fight to another, risking...
What do you think about this business with Hagen Zul?
That's a very tricky matter, I can tell you. Them Zuls are well known among us mercenaries. On the other hand...
Like what?
They still like to think of themselves as high and mighty lords.
You think Hagen's men have no...
Well, I'd say they're running before his whip more than following his flag.
Aye.
Okay. I think I've chatted with everyone. Alright. I'm gonna save. And I'll go out on the next mission. Crap. Not what I wanted. Where's the game putting us? What? No. Wow. Unreal. Can't believe I'm all the way back there today. sell some crap.
God be
So,
happy.
what's the matter?
She certainly knows how.
Stories?
More like sermons, actually. All about the no doubt, Father Fred.
Well, the main thing is she knows how to...
True. Her trout braised, and she can manage all the housework.
So,
Well, I asked for.
exactly. I did what you...
Do you really?
Of course I did.
All right then. What can I do for you?
5 groschen for that. Okay. That's funny. Don't need 2 daggers. I don't think I need all the crappy arrows. Keep all the ones that say better. Sell that. Some of these hides, chalice, goblet. This book I don't need. Some other goblet. Okay.
Can we do something about the price?
Well, we can try it.
Agree?
That sounds pretty. Finally.
Sweet. Okay. He's rushing you. Nice. Did you hear me? Just said bye-bye. I'm dressed. Here's your shoes. Bye-bye. Yeah. Nice. He's like, that sounds like a great idea.
I'd like to make...
And what?
I have makeup lab
up
tonight.
I'm good luck then. Yow!
The students that are coming to my makeup
Learn
lab,
to
though,
ride a horse before you kill someone.
they all have class. They all have like a test for another class. So I don't actually have to be there right away at 5:30. So I'm gonna just have a normal work day where I get off at 5:30 and then drive down there. I don't need to be down there until like 6:30 or 7. But it won't change the time that I come back because they close the building down at a certain time and they lock all the rooms. So.
Oh,
Wouldn't you like to...
I'd love.
Quick little date. Skip.
The time passes so quickly with you, Henry. Come and see me again sometime.
Yeah.
risk sleeping a bit. So I'd like the save to register here. Not all the way back to the top. Second one.
Hey, Henry, I'd like a word with you.
This guy?
Let me guess.
Yeah. That's a shame. I had... Look here. If you could get a...
Sounds fair enough.
The ring from Stephen. Peter, Stone, Dangler, Dangler. It's Jacob. Can I just place Stephen at dice for it?
I want that.
Ha!
Well, those are the rules.
True enough. Only I did the sensible thing, but just to make things interesting, here's a wee clue for you. Find the dead standing among the living, and turn your eyes heavenwards.
Find the dead standing among the living, and then look up. Is there a grave around here? This is an interesting setting. Steve. He says he hit it. Confused by this cord. All right, 1 second. was also going to look it up, because I'm a cheater. In a nest. Yeah? I love you, fella. Mwah. Bye-bye. Have fun. Hey, babe. I'm probably going to have your Mexican for lunch. Is that okay? Okay. Where's this nest at? Looking at a picture of it, and I still can't tell where it is. Oh, I think this is it. The dead standing among the living makes no sense, but... Is that it? This dead tree? This dead branch or something? Bruh. Where'd it go? Did I just lose it? Looked like it fell into here. What the fudge? Definitely shot it out of the tree. Looks like it disappeared. Oh, there it is. Dog. No. Who wanted it? The Bearman guy? Jam? Yeah, this is Jam.
I've got the ring.
Kuno won't know what hit him. Here.
Thanks.
Save and start mission 2. Keep waking up and having to deal with this ring. Okay. Talk to Kitty.
I'd been to see Sir Radzig.
So how did he take the news?
Well, he wasn't exactly happy about it.
I can well imagine. I wouldn't want the Zulls plundering my estates either. If I had any.
He wants us to carry on patrolling the area. There's nothing else for it.
We'll do that. But it will soon be too dark for patrolling, Henry. Come at first light.
Sure. I'll do that.
Okay. Play some dice. I'll go ahead and end the part here, actually,
I feel a lucky throw coming my way.
instead of
How about
doing
you?
the next part of the mission, since it's already been 2.5 hours. Let's see how much of a cheater this guy is, and if he's more of a cheater than me.
So, bring it on.
Take it easy on him at the start. What's he rolling? 3 4s, not bad. 2 5s, no, 1 5.
We'll see.
A 1 and a 3.
That's it.
Roll it again. There.
God's holy hat.
Oh wow, he did bust. I was like, wow, he's lucky he didn't bust. 250. I'm just gonna take that and roll again. There we go. Take all of these and roll again.
Not afraid of anything, eh?
Take these 3 and pass. Four 4s. That's a good roll for him.
This'll be the one.
Does he roll again with 1 dice and bust?
Oh no!
What are you doing? Why are you rolling with only 1 dice? So just take the 300 and pass. He's not scoring, so I can chill.
No luck tonight.
Just gonna ease my way up to the 4K. 'Cause he keeps pushing his luck and busting. Are you gonna pass finally? No. You're gonna roll it again. Do you bust?
I don't believe it.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Oh, this is GG.
Curva! Why the hell did I even start playing?
It's almost first light. It's pretty nice how, like, the dried food, like, just does not go bad. Alright. Well, I'm gonna stop here, go get some lunch. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will catch y'all next time. Bye-bye now.